If your company is wanting to do business with Transflo and you need to register your drivers in IANA's IDD driver database, you'll need to go to uiia.org website, hover over top of Login to your account, and go down to the Intermodal Driver Database Login. Here you're going to click on Not a Member Yet. Click here for registration. And a screen will come up that looks like similar to this. It'll have account information. You'll need to put in your company name, your company URL, which is your website if you have one. If you don't have one, you can just leave it blank. The nature of your business, you are a motor carrier. If you are not CT-PAT certified, you can just switch this over to no, and if you don't know what that means, just switch it over to no. Transflo does not require this. You will need to have either a SCAT code or an EIN number. So if you don't have a SCAT code already set up with National Motor Freight Traffic Association, then you can simply put in your EIN number, which is your employee identification number. If you are self-employed and you don't have an EIN number, you can go ahead and put in your Social Security number as your EIN number. The type of business you're going to put as non-UIIA motor carrier. The CVI number you can just leave blank. Transflo does not require that. Put in your first name, your last name, your title, your email address, your phone and fax number. These are required fields. Your address, zip code. When you put in your zip code, your state, city, and country should automatically populate. And then put in a password that you will remember to log in. And then you're going to simply click on Save. And this is going to tell you that you've been registered. So now what you need to do is you need to go ahead and go back to the login page and log in. And you're going to log in with your SCAT code and password. You are going to leave this username blank. So the SCAT code and then the password to log into your account. The first thing you'll need to do is click on Manage Dispatch Offices. You'll click Add Row if there's not a row already there. You're going to put a location in. So if we're in Beltsville, if we have a dispatch office in Beltsville, Maryland, we'll put that, put in a phone number, oops, and then you'll hit Save. If you have more than one dispatch office location, you can click on Add Row. Say if you have one in Homer City, PA, and another phone number, you could just click on Save. So when you add your drivers into the driver database, you'll link the drivers that are in the Beltsville, Maryland dispatch location, or you can link the drivers to the Homer City or whatever other location you have for your dispatch office location. But if you only have one location, of course you would only put the one there, the one listed. And then you're going to click Close on this screen. The first thing now is you're going to add the driver. This here is a search screen. So if I had more than 10 drivers in the system, I would just simply do a search on that driver. But because I don't have any drivers in the system, I wouldn't even use this. Or if I have less than 10 drivers, you will never use the top screen here. So you're going to click on Add Driver. The driver number and the BNSF PIN number are required fields, so you will need to put a number there, and it doesn't matter what number. You could put the same number in both areas. If the driver has a truck number, feel free to put a truck number there. And then you're going to put in you're going to put in the driver's name. If you have a TWIC card, you can put it in, but you don't have to. Anything with the red asterisk, anything with this red asterisk is required. So date of birth, these are not required. Social Security number is not required for the driver. So I wouldn't put that in. You have to put in the driver's license number, the expiration date of the driver's license, the license state, the hiring date. If you don't know for sure when you hired this driver, you can just put in today's date. The termination date, you're only going to use that for when the driver no longer works for your company. So if your driver no longer works for your company, you wouldn't be putting them in. But if it was a driver that no longer works for your company, you just make sure you put a termination date. Otherwise, this field should stay blank. And then this is where you're going to link it to the dispatch location of where he's at. So this driver is at the Beltsville, Maryland dispatch office. So we'll go ahead and put that there. And then that's it. Nothing else below here has to be filled out. So you just simply click on Save. It'll say Data Saved Successfully in the upper left. And then you just scroll down to the bottom, you click Close. And now you'll see your driver listed. And if you need to add another driver, you're going to click on Add Driver and do it all over again. Now, if you log into your account and you don't see your driver listed here, just click on Search. And all of your drivers will list as long as there's going to be 10 drivers to each screen. If you still run into any problems with this, feel free to give me a call direct. My phone number is 301-982-3400, extension 348. If I happen to be out of the office, feel free to contact the UIA office at 877-438-8442, options 1 and then 5, and just let them know that you are trying to do business with Transflo and that you need to be set up as a non-UIIA motor carrier. Thank you.